Do you have trouble keeping your pants on? G'day. One of the bugbears of my entire life has been keeping my pants on. I don't mean that in an nymphomaniac way, and yes, I've had a shave. And this has nothing to do with my current dimensions. It's always been a problem, and I'm talking about shorts primarily. And I remember back, even my dad had the same issue. I remember seeing him on a news broadcast one night. It was at a petrol station or a garage, and there he was pulling up his dacks. Yeah. It seems they want to fall down whenever you least expect them to come off. You know what I mean? I find it particularly annoying if I'm outside and doing some work in the yard and the damn things want to fall off. And I don't think the neighbours really want to see my bare bum. Now, that's not to say that when I'm alone at home, I'm sorry, I don't mean to give you nightmare material, but I often wander about. I have been known to walk around naked at home. And that's fine, because I've never liked tight, restrictive clothing. Now, of course, if I'm on my own, there's no problem with swimming in the whale enclosure, as a mate of mine nicely put it recently. And I do swim naked. That's one of the joys of having your own swimming pool, because it's not a public pool, and you should be able to do what you want at home. However, on the downside, and this is a good reason for people to phone before they just turn up, there has been a couple of times when people have turned up without calling first, and yeah, I'm sure they were pretty sorry that they did, not to mention the embarrassment for me and them. Now, it's been suggested to me that maybe I could wear suspender belts. I'm sorry, I'm not going to look like John Boy from the Waltons. The only time I ever did that was 5 or 6 years ago for a dress-up party, where I aptly went as Meatloaf. The thing I don't like is having to either wear tight elastic pants that are very restrictive, but it does solve the problem of them falling down, or the ones with the tie-up cord, which means every time you get out of the car, say, to go shopping, you've got to tie up your pants really tight. I hate that. So this short questionnaire video is basically to ask you, do you have problems keeping your pants on? Please let me know below. And thanks to all of you that sent their well wishes for Tippy and Teddy's birthday the other day. I never got to explain why Teddy in particular is named that. Originally I called her Restless because she seemed quite restless as a kitten, but if you've ever seen the way she walks, it just reminded me of a teddy bear, so the name Teddy stuck. And before I switch gears yet again, continuing the trend I started a few years ago.
Steve Mack from Australia just gave me a shout out in his video, so thank you for that.
Steve Mack.
To subscriber friends that do reverse shout outs to me.
This is one for Steve Mack. Check his channel out, guys. Great channel. He's an awesome guy. Check his channel out. You'll love it. So shout out to him.
Steve Mack. Hello, Steve! This is a question that Steve asked me in my comment section down below.
Even you could do this, Steve Mack.
Steve has 2 channels. One is about him as an actor in Australia and the shows that he has participated in. And the other one is more of a random channel, like how you distill water, or testing the drone, or the latest vacation.
I'd like to do a quick one to Aussie Dream Filipina expat. Mostly she makes brilliant cooking videos, which I know for a fact that some of you will like, and she does the occasional out and about trip as well. She's a lovely expat Filipino lady now living in Queensland, Australia. So stop by and say Steve Mack said g'day and check out her channel. And for those of you that are into cooking, I don't do many of them, but I did make an extreme vindaloo curry video a little while ago. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. I'll put a link to that in the description area. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Cheers, and let me know what you think. Bye.